this road with my head held high. Nothing's ever gonna break the spirit that won't die. And through the dust and pain, I find a way to shine. Living wild and free, this renegade is mine. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade. I am a renegade, hear the freedom that I make. Chasing dreams with my heart, tearing worlds apart. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade.
I got $100 for some leftover cream corn. I never knew corn was worth so much.
That's right. Corn is at an all-time high, and you can turn your unused corn into money with Cash for Corn.
I'm not grilling corn on the cob this 4th of July. That'd be like burning money.
We'll send you a postage-paid Ziploc bag. Just fill it, send it back to us, and Cash for Corn will pay you promptly.
Sure, I spend a little extra time in the bathroom, but picking out the corn is like writing myself a check.
Don't flush away thousands of dollars. Call Cash for Corn now.
Underneath the vast open days of yore. Steel horses rest under sky so wide. Buffalo chip where legends collide. Raise a glass to liberty. Buffalo chip, wild and free. Electric nights, devil's thunder in the air. Voices loud, heavy metal everywhere. Burn out smoke, rise into the sky. In the heart of Sturgis, we never die. Raise your hand, feel the beat. Buffalo chip, where we meet.
Winter in the Northland means no golf, right? Wrong. Looking to get in a round of golf in a climate-controlled winter oasis? Want to just whack some balls at the virtual driving range and work on your swing? Check out Albatross Indoor Golf Club in Grand Forks with more than 90 courses, range venues, and games including Pebble Beach, St. Andrews, TPC Sawgrass, and more. All on an incredibly accurate optical-based simulators from driving to putting. Play straight up, team up for a scramble, play tournaments, or join the two-person Scramble League. It's fun for everyone, and all ages are welcome too. Call or text 701-757-3220 to set up a tee time. Check out Albatross Indoor Golf Club at the Columbia Mall, your home for the best indoor golf experience around. It's the Red River Valley Motorcyclist Spirit of America Bike and Car Show, Saturday and Sunday, May 3rd and 4th at the Alara Center in Grand Forks, and they're looking for sponsors and vendors. This is a great opportunity to get your business noticed by thousands of people for this 2 long days of this awesome event. If you'd like to get your business noticed, or if you'd like a booth, contact Sarah, 763-568-1946, or Dennis at 701-741-5205. There'll be a raffle with over $90,000 worth of prizes, including a Polaris 1000 North Star Ultimate Crew Cab Ranger, a Harley-Davidson Street Glide, and Polaris Sportsman 570, with the net proceeds benefiting the Veterans Honor Flight of North Dakota, Minnesota. And veterans are absolutely free. Find out more by going to rrvmnd.org. Red River Valley Motorcyclist Spirit of America Bike and Car Show, Saturday and Sunday, May 3rd and 4th at the Alara Center in Grand Forks.
All right. What's going on, everybody? It's me, Frankie, here, doing our little pre-show here. Antique Man, your camera is not working. I can't add you to the group until your camera works. I can't even, it says they will need to connect their mic before, or mic/camera before you can add them to the stream. So if you can hear me, fix your webcam. And while we're waiting for him to do that, I will play another song. We're almost ready to start the show. Episode 14 tonight of season 4 of Renegade Radio. Should be a good show. We have Sean Burkett, who's a horror independent horror filmmaker. He says he's bringing in a couple of people from his film, Mr. Buzzkill, that we're going to be talking about a little bit later tonight in the broadcast, and that should be fun. But while we're waiting, I'll play one more song or two, and then we'll get the show rolling. So keep it locked here, Franky Slawson's Renegade Radio. We'll be right back.
Life's a crazy dream. Wayne to God, they scream and scheme. It's a Wayne's World, party time. Excellent. It's Wayne's World, all right. It's a Wayne's World, party time. Excellent. It's Wayne's World, all right. Guitar riffs and wild spins in the basement haze, rocking out every night, setting the stage ablaze. Excellent, it's the Wayne's World all that time. Excellent, it's Wayne's World, all right. Color splash, it's all surreal. In a world where the music's a seal. Groove on hard, no backing down. In Wayne's World, we wear the crown. It's the Wayne's World party time. Excellent, it's Wayne's World, all right. Stone guitars, electric tones. In the basement, it's our throne. Jamming wild, breaking free. In Wayne's World, we live the spree. It's the Wayne's World party time. Excellent, it's Wayne's World, all right. Purple haze and fiery riffs. On the stage, we catch the drift. Explosions of light, colors bright. In Wayne's World, we take the flight. It's the Wayne's World party time. Excellent, it's Wayne's World, all right.
And there we go.
Just amazing.
Yeah, is that something?
I don't know why it's blurry.
Well, maybe it's very foggy in your house or something. Maybe.
You know, if I ever got on here once the first time around, I think I'd go fuck a whore.
Well, there's probably a lot of
Well,
those.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, take five minutes.
Guys, I'm in a bit of a mood.
Oh yeah, what's going on? Tell us about it. Tell us what's going on.
No, it's been a long day.
A long day. Yeah, I hear you. It's been a long weekend for me too. You know, casino. We had a big giveaway this weekend, and you know, I would have thought they would have. You know, we would give away a 4-wheeler, and it's the first time we're giving away something in a very long time. I thought it would have been a bigger deal. Like, hey, we're giving away a 4-wheeler. Yes, we had about 700 people come to our facility on Saturday, but they could have done something a little bit more, like to get people excited about it. You know, Players Club was farther away from where the actual vehicle was, and it used to be where when they would do giveaways and stuff, they would actually have people line up with the like.
That was funny. Sorry.
The people who would win would get like the key. And you have to, whoever had the right key to start the vehicle or whatever would get the vehicle. They didn't do that this time. All they did was take a picture. They announced the winner or drew for the winner in the Players Club and then brought her all the way to the other side of the casino to where the 4-wheeler was and took a picture. That was it. And I had good seats because I was sitting by the main door at the time. You know, it was my hour.
Was it a sweet 4-wheeler?
Oh, it was a Can-Am. Have you ever heard of that brand before? It's kind of like a Ranger, kind of like or whatever. So yeah, I guess. I mean, around here, you know, it's always like Players Country or Articat or whatever, you know.
Well, it was free for somebody. Shit.
Well, technically, she still had to pay the taxes, but still. So anyway, but I thought they would have done something exciting for that. You know, I was looking forward to it, especially when I had the door at the right time of the giveaway. You know, I was front row, could have got a thing of popcorn and everything. It would have been a lot of fun. Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
Glad to see everybody here. Lance, especially to see you, because you know you missed out on all the good stuff last week. We talked to a supermodel for crying out loud.
Is she still super?
Oh, very much so. Very much so. Mama T missed out on that too, and I figure, you know, there's not too often when we have females, you know, to interview, and you know, I was kind of hoping that you would have been on too, but you weren't feeling good.
No, I'm not really feeling good today either. But
Wow, you have like a manly voice today, kind of like.
Hey. Yeah, I'm unfortunately I'm kind of like in the same, but
Lance,
stupid.
you said you never get sick. Remember the first time I asked you about getting sick? You're like, yeah, I never get sick. You know, I'm Lance
Yep.
Warlock.
And then I have everybody in my house, and now it's like, yep. But this
See,
one wasn't as bad as the last one, so it's on its way out.
this one includes having a little bit of diarrhea at the end, kind of.
No, I mean I wish it was even that much fun. It's all this stuff. It just that gets old.
Is anybody like going to school or being around people that are around a lot of people, or just?
Yes, and then the baby and our son's girlfriend had been on a trip down to Florida.
Oh,
So she was thinking even that they brought it back because then they were, yeah, it's just sharing and caring, and
I'll be right
doesn't
back.
say shit for my immune system, I'll tell you that.
well, sorry to see you going through all this trauma.
Hey.
You know, and
Yeah, it's fun, you know.
yeah, it's called life. You know, especially at the golden ages of your life. You know. Which I think, you know, is kind of bullshit because the golden age is like I think when you're young, I think, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, man? Man, I see that you're kind of blurry a little bit, but as long as we can hear you, I guess it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Yeah, I think the camera's going dead. There's two lights on the front of the camera, and one of them is gone now. So I think it's dying. I'll have to buy a new camera.
Is it something separate from your actual computer? Is it something separate from your computer? So you just buy a new camera, or you have to buy a new laptop too, or whatever? Because you know sometimes the laptops have ones that are built right into the computer. You know, so it's like, you know, when something breaks, it's like,
yeah, no,
let's use the USB port.
It's a camera, separate device.
Separate, okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's what mine is too.
It's old style.
I've had mine since the pandemic because I bought mine for $200. It's a Logitech, it's a 1080p camera. And I said, boy, this has really good resolution. Probably the best resolution I've ever seen in a very long time. Most cameras suck, you know. And so I spent $200 on it, and I don't regret it. It's been working ever since. Good camera. But yeah, no, we're happy to have everybody, and when everybody else gets over here, you know, this week is going to be kind of a somber week because Friday I'm going to Glenwood for my dad's funeral. So
right.
It's going to be kind of a weird week. Well, it's already kind of a weird week, but I mean, just as the days get closer and closer, I've been looking forward to going to not the funeral itself, but just to Glenwood because it looks like a beautiful little town because I've never been there before as far as I know. Maybe when I was a little baby I was, but I don't remember at all. They have a radio station there. They have one radio station that I saw.
When was the last time you saw your dad?
Well, let's see. Probably 2017. Probably in person anyway. Because I have photos and stuff of when he came to visit with me at the college and everything, or not at the college, but at the TV station in South Dakota. I have lots of photos. In fact, while we're getting stuff rolling here, I think I know what I'll do. I think I know the first thing I'm going to do here. So let me do something here real quick.
Man, that one you showed me was just, I mean, spitting image. I don't even, to me, if you put like a picture of my father at what I believe could be any age, I don't think I look like him. I mean, you guys were like, wow.
Oh yeah. No, it's pretty crazy. I mean, you think about this, you know, and you think about like, you know, people's heritage and stuff and where you come from and stuff like that. And I'm just like, well, you know, I'm pretty happy to come from, you know, where I come from. You know, my family lineage is what it is, and it just I was never ashamed of anything. My thing is, I just wish we would have spent more time together. That's all.
That's my mama.
Pretty.
That's very, yeah, you guys also.
That almost looks exactly like what
Yeah.
I was. So I mean, that's what I mean. It's like genes are really in my family, especially on the Callan side. It's very weird because most of us all look alike. I saw a picture of a cousin that I thought was a twin.
Yeah, I didn't
brother.
look. I don't look like my dad either. I look a little bit more like the postman we had back then. What do you
See, my one sister looks like the milkman.
Yeah.
My other sister looks like the cable repair guy, and we didn't even have cable. I never could figure that one out.
You and your humor, I'll tell you. I'm just trying to find something here real quick, so don't mind me here. We're live anyway. We're still waiting for everybody else to get here because I don't know. John didn't say anything today.
When does he go on his vacation? Is it going to be next week?
Oh yeah.
I think it's the month or Wednesday. I think
Okay.
it's this Wednesday.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, because he was talking about that before.
Maybe everybody's all still WrestleMania it out. I don't know. I missed it. I'm sorry. I hope it was, exceeding expectations and
what WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it kind of. I mean, it was, but I don't know. I mean, it's just whatever you want to take from it, I guess. Because it was kind of one of those type of things where it's like, well, we just have to accept what we have to accept. They're all about advertising nowadays. If you look at the ring, one of the things that I was kind of pissed about is like, why does everything have a sponsor? Why does every match need a sponsor? What the main event's going to be sponsored by Charmin toilet paper next or what? I mean, it's like, what's up with all that? Because they never.
Somebody's got to wipe up the shit. I mean,
Band-Aid brand bandages, maybe.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like
Yeah.
the main event of Renegade 2 was brought to you by Nestle Drumsticks, the ice cream. I'm just like, what? Could have been brought to you by like Xbox or something if you're gonna go like full blown or whatever. But yeah, it looked like because they're with TKO now or UFC, it's like they just decide that we're gonna just go completely crazy on the advertisements and everything, and just do what we gotta do.
That's right, huh? So this was the first WrestleMania under that kind of banner of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, technically the second WrestleMania, technically under that, but the first one, all these ads everywhere.
There you go.
All around the ring, all the stuff.
Yeah.
So what's left hand, right hand. Hi, John. How's it going there?
How's it going, John?
Look, he has 2 liters.
Good.
Well, welcome to the show there. Welcome. You made it anyway. I was just going to play the intro real quick, and then we'll just kind of go into it, I guess. We'll start her up here because we got a lot to talk about today. A lot of stuff going on. All right, we'll be right back, everybody.
I've been rolling down this road with my head held high. Nothing's ever gonna break the spirit that won't die. And through the dust and pain, I find a way to shine. Living wild and free, this renegade is mine. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade. I am a renegade, hear the freedom that I make. Chasing dreams with my heart, tearing worlds apart. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade.
I gotta see this. My son loves dinosaurs. So his grandma made him a birthday cake. Oh, grandma. It definitely looks like an older model. To the comments, I guess. I'm afraid. That's what we call a reptile. Dysfunction. Not the bachelorette cakes this week. I'm just curious if it's from the same. I make blowing the candles out. I'm done.
That was
Good grief.
that's
when our
great.
kid was in like preschool or maybe kindergarten, my wife went to pick him up from school, and the teacher came running up to her and she said, I got to tell you something. The kids were supposed to draw a dinosaur today, and it might not really look like a dinosaur. So when she showed me, I'm like, what is this, a Penosaurus Rex? Because it looks like a big penis with a ball sack and the whole bit. Looks just like a penis, but kind of the same thing.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, I just figured I'd show, get us laughing a little bit because, we need a laugh today. Today's one of those days where it's just like, it's a rainy day here in Minnesota. I don't know what it's like. What's it like over Grand Forks? Did you guys get any tornadoes yet or anything?
No, it's really, really windy. Lori and I worked in the yard all weekend, and right now I'm going to have to mow before we leave on Wednesday. Now I was hoping I wouldn't, but everything greened up overnight. The temperature was 55, 56 when I went to work this morning at 6:30, and right now it's low 30s, and they're talking a chance of snow. So, and then by Sunday it's going to be 80, and I'm going to Alaska where the forecast all week is 50.
Why
So
snow? Snow for what? We just had rain for crying out loud. We just had like a thunderstorm and everything over here. The hell are we getting snow?
Well, if it gets down in the 20s, that rain ain't going to stay rain. It's going to turn into snow.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know how weather works, but I mean, I'm just like I just don't like hearing that word.
But do you really?
No, not at all. I spent 3 years in Black Hills Fox Master Control. You're not knowing anything about nothing.
Well, today is partly cloudy. Yep. 53.
82 here. It's going to rain tomorrow. 82.
Yeah.
82.
No, my yard was nice, and now I've got branches and limbs and shit all over the place again, so I can't just jump on the floor and mow.
So it almost looks like a tornado went through already, huh?
Yeah,
or big old hurricane.
Yep.
Well, Brooks kind of looks like that too, but it's not so bad. It's wet anyway. It's all wet. We're all wet over here.
It was so bad here this winter with no snow and the wind we've had that along our highway going into town, there's been backhoes and bulldozers bringing all the topsoil back into the fields because right now the ditches are so full of dirt that they would never be able to run water through them. There's big culverts that are completely buried. I mean, how many days this winter, up until last week, you were driving, it was like you couldn't see anything. It was like you were in a fire, and it was all the dirt, the topsoil blowing away. When you go a half hour from here, or 20 minutes from here, they still have the old shelter belts that they call them, where they run these tree lines and to stop the wind and the erosion, and they're all great. But around here, farmers are greedy. The farm fields around here, some of them are almost a full section, which is a mile quarter. That's how big the fields are here. And if there's a little row of trees in there, they're going to take them out to get that extra couple bushels of, whatever. But so then all the topsoil blows into the ditches and it blows everywhere. It's just ridiculous. But I booted my wife. Wow.
Hello, I'm here from sunny Florida.
Yeah, you look different in the outside. You must be outside, huh? Not inside your room no more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know how long I can stay on with my grandkids screaming and yelling outside by the pool, but we'll try that.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you coming down. I totally forgot you were going to be in Florida.
I'm down here until next Monday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. So we get a more review of you now.
I'm kind of in the same boat again. I kicked my wife out of her office to do this, and she's got a deadline, and we're leaving day after tomorrow. So she gave me a 7:00 curfew.
That's fine.
I got to get out of here. Otherwise, she said, if you can get done earlier, that would be good too. I said, well, give me 7:00 max. So, and then I'm gonna try. Well, I'm going to try to get my laptop that I have. All I use it for is racing, when I'm at the racetrack working. So I'm going to figure that out here in the next week or so, how I can use that. Then that way I got my own laptop and I don't have to worry about kicking her out of her office. And
well, that's good because in a couple or in the after tonight, we'll have next week and the week after, we got some good guests coming on. We're going to be bringing back the return. It might be the first time for Lance, I think, to be a part of this because I think maybe John, were you remember being a part of this interview before with early times from Satellite Radio?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The last time.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, he's releasing a new album anyway because I know Bob was on here too. I remember that too because he was on. But we're going to be having the return of early times from the hosts of Sirius Satellite Radio's Bluesville and Deep Tracks come on and make another appearance on because he is releasing a brand new album because he's also a musician on the side. And that'll be next week. And then in a couple weeks, potentially, I'm working on, not confirmed yet, unconfirmed right now, but hopefully anyway, because it would be nice. I'm trying to get Johnny Patello, who was part of the Danny and the Juniors original group. And he's also working with Tony, that Knock Three Times guy, Tony and Don, Tony Orlando, if that rings a bell.
Tony Orlando and Don.
Yeah.
Oh, good man.
So I'm trying to work out an agreement with him, and then that's pretty much all I have so far. But tonight we're going to be interviewing Mr. Sean Burkett. He's an independent horror filmmaker who is working on a film called Mr. Buzzkill, and he's also going to bring in with him the because we should have enough room, I'd say, because we can only have about 10 people in here at the same time. So. If he brings in his director and a bonus cast member, hopefully we'll have enough slots. And if not, one of you will probably have to disappear just so we can fill a spot. But we'll find out more at that time. Here at 6:30 anyway. But other than that,
I can disappear.
Well, it don't matter. I mean, we'll see what happens when that time comes. But you're more than welcome to stick around for now anyway, and we'll see what happens.
Did you hear? Do you remember a wrestler named Gino Rocco from the olden days?
Yeah.
I ran the. How about you, Sean?
No.
He was in the WWF back in the days. He was a baby face, then turned heel. I met him in the airport on the way down to Florida. Someone asked me about my professional wrestling career in the airport, and he walked up to me. He goes, "You don't remember me? I wrestled you like your third match in. I can remember you when you were a baby face and 20 years ago, and we were talking." And then I remembered him. He went on to wrestle with. He was with Flair and all them. Dino Bravo.
Sure, probably around that time period, the 70s or 80s time period.
He Japan wrestled for about 6 years, and he came back. And he lost his spot over some controversy with Dino Bravo and all them. And he ended up losing his spot in wrestling altogether.
Dino Bravo seemed like the type of guy that seemed like he was a heel all the time. Because he always seemed like heels.
He said he'd love to do a spot on the show. If you ever wanted him, I can give you his number and you can talk to him. And
sure.
He's on the internet. He got a pretty long thing. And he told me to get another wrestler named Craig. His name's Jugan, Kenny Jugan. That's who got me into it. Lord Zoltan.
Well, I tell you what, Mad Dog, because this is what I haven't had to do this in a while. But if you remember me telling you guys this a long time ago, if you get a guest for the show, then I'll let you be in control of that interview, and you can host the interview, and it'll be your guest. So because I'm not going to take credit for somebody else's work of trying to find a guest over here. That'll be your guest, and you can interview them along with us.
Yeah, with Jens, if we get a week where we don't have somebody and we need somebody, I can call them up and.
Well, we still got let's see how many episodes we got. We got 5 episodes left after today, because we're going until June, or we're going until mid-June anyway, for our season 4 finale on Monday, June 9th, 2 days before kicking up country. Hopefully you and John will still be able to make it, and possibly Eric as well, because that would be wonderful to do season finale show in the studio at least, that day. But hopefully that, because I can only dream of that happening, but hopefully it'll happen.
What day
But
is that in
anyway,
the studio?
it would be Monday, June 9th, because, since you're going to be gone this whole time, I'm not going to bother you about, asking for studio time until you get back. And that'd probably be the only time that'd probably work to get us all together. And by that time, there should be no even if there's rain or whatever. I won't miss that this time. I will be gone if I can get in the studio, because I was fucked up last time because it snowed outside, and I was just like, I was really pissed about that. I should have just went anyway, but I thought it was gonna get bad weather around here, because you can't trust stuff like that. Anybody that knows, you can't do that unless you have a really good vehicle that can handle that. But anyway. But yeah, so we're looking for some guests, and I'd love for you guys to, a lot of you always say you have people that you can get, but especially Mama T, she used to be the one helping us get guests all the time, and it'd be nice with all the people that because you know people too, Now I'm not trying to panhandle for guests, because I can get guests as well, obviously, but it's just, if anyone of you want to do it, let me know, and we'll book them. So. Anyway, so yeah, so anything after because it's the 5th next week, Cinco de Mayo next week, and then it's the 12th the following. So probably the 19th and on, other than the Memorial Day weekend, because I'm sure nobody wants to do a show Memorial Day weekend or that Monday. But after that, if you want to book them, we'll book them. So
Dano.
Anyway, that's right. Well, anyway, so this week is a very special week. At least I don't know if it is for you guys. Well, I know John, you'll be going on your vacation here pretty soon, so I know you've been looking forward to that. For me, I got this big funeral coming up, and I've had a lot of thoughts in my mind, lately of what, because I wanna do a speech. Something that I never normally do. I haven't talked in front of a big crowd in a very long time. The last time I talked in front of like 400 or 500 people is when I did a DJ event in South Dakota, in a little town called Harold, South Dakota. I was right by Pierre, and it was an outdoor wedding that I was hosting, and that I had a DJ for, and also be part of the wedding as well. And they had about 400 to 500 people in a big tent, and it was just me by myself, had set up everything, do everything, whatever, get everything all ready, was there for hours into the night, and I was nervous, but I wasn't that nervous, because I kind of got the feel of the crowd, and then, we had fun, and everybody wanted to do, wedding games and stuff, and everything worked out well. It's just that I was just by myself. So it's like, that normally they partner you up with people, at least for the people that I used to work with anyway. But this is something different. This is something like, I'm going to be meeting these relatives that I've never met before, have no idea who they are. All I know is that we all look kind of alike or whatever, almost everybody. I have a cousin that I thought was a twin brother, and here he's a cousin. That's how weird this whole thing is, because it's like, I have a lot more questions than I'll probably get answered, but it just, I don't know. I mean, you guys got any advice at all for what I should say? Because I don't even know where to begin. I'm not even writing anything down. I'm just improvising. Because I want to.
Oh, I wouldn't. I don't know that I've got advice for what to say. But if you're nervous about it, just pretend you're doing a podcast.
Well, what? Should I introduce some people like Antique Man and Mama T and everything? Hey, we got Mama T here for the funeral here. We got an Antique Man.
Do you want us to come on? We could do a back screen.
As far as
we could be there as moral support.
Right. No, I meant as far as being nervous in front of all the people.
Oh.
You got this.
See, when
yeah.
This ain't nothing for you.
When I do it, I'm at the racetrack. There's nights I'm announcing 6,000 people. I'm up in a booth, but I've introduced like some big bands and stuff with the Alaris, Foreigner, and some of these bands, and you just pretend you're talking to me or you, just like Mama T said, just like being on the podcast. Don't think about it as 500 people or 1,000 people or 40 people. You're talking to me, or you're talking to Antique Man or Lance or Mad Dog or whatever. And I know that's easy to say,
Yeah.
For
Well,
me,
I don't think I can say the word
talking
penis
in
or
front of many people, I don't have a problem. But I know people that have a hard time talking in front of a half a dozen people. But I don't know. I don't.
Well,
Just
that's
be
that.
yourself.
Got out of the pool.
Well, no, that's just the thing about this. It's like I'm not so much like nervous about it, more or less. I'm just like I want to say something because there's a lot of people that knew my dad. I guess he was kind of popular around Glenwood. I guess I had no idea, because I didn't think he was the type of guy that really got around or anything. Just kind of didn't care about the spotlight or anything like that. But come to find out that a lot of people knew him and knew him way better than I ever did. I want to make it.
Do you really want to talk?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I put enough pressure on myself to say, you know what, I need to say something, because I feel like a lot of people want some questions answered as well, especially the ones that don't know who I am. I feel like it's just something that I need to do. Like I know most people will say like, well, you could read his obituary and everything. I don't want to read that. I want to just say something from the heart and just kind of, not say this is a goodbye, but say this is more like a hello, because it's like all these people that are my family that I've never met before, I want to get together with them again, and I want to start doing things with them and stuff, here and there. I don't want this to be a one and done, but I want to give a good representation of myself.
Everything you just told us, that's what you should say.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Maybe, and this, don't take this wrong, but maybe it's not, the fact that your father died, but the fact that this opens up an opportunity for you to be with. That happened to me. My aunt and uncle, who we're going on this trip with, they were estranged from me forever. I found out after funerals and getting together with them after many years of not seeing them that we ended up having a lot in common, and they pretty much took my wife and I in as their own. They were never to have kids. They could never have kids, but it was because of funerals, basically, how we got back together with them and use it for that advantage. Say, hey, man, maybe now we can finally do like we should have been doing all these years.
Sure. Oh, I know what you mean. And they seem like good people. I mean, I just it's just a weird situation because, like my dad, was not in my life much, and I only have probably 3 or 4 memories of him, and that's about it. I mean, my biggest thing is I wish they would have got a hold of me when he was first sick, and then if he knew he had something to fight for, that maybe I could have helped him survive a little bit longer.
When you say your father was estranged, did he leave your mother and just never went back into your life, or?
I believe that he was forced to. I believe that he was told.
But I just don't know the
I don't believe it was his decision, because he's kind of a vulnerable person because of his disability. He's more disabled than I am, and he was somebody that just went with the flow. If somebody had a better idea, he just went along with that idea. And I don't think he was ready to be a parent, but like, I just believe that it was self-motivated. Like, it was motivated. Like, somebody told him, and I think it was his folks. I really do believe that. Because like I was saying last week, I kind of made a rant about it last week about how, he was brought up in a serious Christian home, and all this stuff about if you're going to have sex before marriage, it doesn't matter how old you are, you better know what you're doing, or if you don't, you're gonna wish you didn't do it. And that's how they were. That's how they were treated and all that. Now it's more like, okay, they're not like that anymore, because my grandparents on that side of the family are no longer around. They passed away, a few years ago or whatever. It's just that's how they grew up. But they are like really serious about religion and everything, and I'm definitely not, at all. I mean, I understand it. I care about it. I am Catholic, but that doesn't change who I am as a person. I just don't like people that kind of push their religion onto everybody. I don't want to be a part of a family like that. I want to be a part of a family that's like open to anything. That's not going to hurt you anyway. Would be good. Not always have to say, well, Jesus would want us to do this, or Jesus would want us to do that. It's like, What about what you want to do, dude? You know? I mean, so it's just one of those, and you guys know what I'm talking about because I'm sure you all have people that that are like that. That are the Bible readers, that are people that just like believe they are holier than thou because of who they are, what they follow, and all that stuff. So it's not just me; it's everywhere around. But it just, I get annoyed by that. I really do, because I feel like then you're pushing your beliefs.
Yeah, I grew up with that.
Yeah, it just.
I grew up with the Christians. I grew up with the Catholics. You're supposed to love everybody, but people that are gay, you're not allowed to love. But you're not allowed to people. Then you're not allowed to love everybody. So you're a hypocrite, is what you are.
Yeah, and I just want to be hip. I don't want to be a crit.
Hey, I'm going to give you this new Corona Sunburst Citrus beer. You can stick it in your ass. It is horrible.
Well, then why'd you buy it?
The case back.
Why'd you buy it then? Oh, because they don't give you.
It was horrible.
They don't let you juice out.
Told me at the supermarket it was the best beer they ever drank last night. They're buying a new one. I seen the guy grab a case
because they were trying to sell it to you. Maybe that person's
no.
Really
it was a people from Denver or something. They're like, yeah, we just come down to Florida last night. We bought a case when we got here, and it was so good we ran out of it in 15 minutes. So we're buying 4 cases of it. So I bought 1 case, and I had my first beer, and I'm ready to throw them out the back window.
It looks like a thing of orange juice is what it does.
Yeah, it looks like orange juice. It tastes like piss.
Well,
I was at a meeting yesterday. I was at a meeting yesterday for a racing sanctioning body, and they have raffle tickets, and it's $20 a ticket, but the grand prize is a pallet of Busch Light. It's like 78 cases of Busch Light. It's worth what they say, like $1,400 or something. You can take the beer or the money. And I'm like, oh, that's so tempting. Would you split it down the middle? Give me half and half. I'm in right now if you do. But boy, that'd be a nice prize. At least
Busch Light. I don't know if I can drink a Busch Light.
How long? Okay,
give me a couple of months.
Okay, but like how long do you think that would last you? To be honest, do you think you go through all summer?
Oh yeah.
Is that what you drink?
I'd say, yep. That or Michelob Golden Light. If I'm on my own, I drink Busch Light. If it's my wife and I, our compromise beer is Michelob Golden Light, which is a good beer. It's another. Yeah. Well, and my wife used to like Bud Light, but after all that woke shit, she won't drink Bud Light anymore. So our compromise is Michelob Golden.
After all that, I won't drink it anymore.
Yeah, I have always been a Bud Light fan, and I don't care about the woke shit just because it didn't change the formula of the beer. It didn't taste that didn't change the taste of the beer. I drink it because I like the taste.
They just lost many millions on it. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, and none of that changed the taste of it. So
I'm one of those guys. If I'm going to drink a beer like these craft beers and micro brews or whatever, if I can smell it before I taste it, the odds are I won't like it. And I have friends that love that stuff. I can't see myself paying $6-7 for a can of beer or a bottle of beer, unless you're at the racetrack. That's what they charge. But when we go to Europe, there's every bar has got its own brewery, and I'd go in and I'm the guy. Just give me the lightest beer you have. I mean, it's still probably 8-9% alcohol anyway, but just give me the lightest beer you have, and I'm good. I've always been that way. Occasionally, I'll drink like a grain belt a grain belt premium. Go back old school. I'll drink them once in a while. And when we travel, it's a lot of the. I don't know. It's not stuff I would normally drink.
Well, let's say Corona Orange ain't going to happen anymore.
Doesn't hurt my feelings.
Maybe
John, when you go to Germany, John, do you wear your lederhosen?
Knock it off. No.
Yes,
no, I have seen it. My wife actually lived out there for like 3 years. She was in the military there. So if you ever get a chance to go to Germany, it's fun. Go check it out. It's pretty cool.
Was she at Patch Barracks?
No, she was at Hahn.
Oh,
I don't know where that is.
But
she was at Hahn Air Base. It's not an air base anymore.
Near Stuttgart.
Oh, okay.
Han is next to Solo. Han Solo there. That's what I would say. That's right.
Oh, you know the German word for bra?
Bra?
Yeah, for bra.
What's the German word for bra?
For
what? Pulls them from flopping.
That's what keeps them from flopping.
Okay. That's the other side of Germany.
Stops them from flopping.
Pulls them from flopping.
Yeah.
Stops them from flopping.
Stops them from flopping. Depends on what part of Germany you're in, I guess.
You know what the German word for diarrhea is?
That's as bad as the German word for virgin.
Is that
Gutentag?
No. Not Sean anymore, I should say.
The German word for diarrhea?
What?
Schutenpuppen.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. I Plus that turd anyway. Well, anyway, I was going to say, with it being the end of April now and then May coming, next week is Cinco de Mayo. The 5th of May. Any of you guys do anything for to celebrate at all? Because I remember when I went to Astoria, Oregon, both times, and I went to Portland both times, and around the same time, they were celebrating the Mexican holiday, and that was the first time I ever heard of what Cinco de Mayo was, because there was trucks everywhere and everything. I was surprised. I don't know. Lance, over in your area, do they do anything for Cinco de Mayo or what?
I mean, the Mexican restaurants will, like they'll play music outside and then they'll do certain food stuff, but I haven't seen anything more than just that.
Okay. Because there was food.
Is there a heavy Hispanic population up there, Lance?
No, I mean in Eastern Washington, yes. In Western, not as much. I mean, it's still around, but not it's not as prevalent.
Oh, okay. Huh.
But hey, man, I love Mexican food, so.
Yeah, that's right.
We have a pretty heavy population up here because it all started from the manual labor that we would get in the summer would come in. I mean, anything from the turkey factories to hoeing sugar beets. That was my first recollection of them. These guys would come up and work their butts off all summer long, whole families of them.
Yes.
Just going down the roads of a beet field and just all day long.
And up here in Eastern Washington, it was apple and cherry orchards. So same thing. The summers and
Yep.
Well, I usually just put a jar of mayonnaise in the sink until she asked me, "What'd you do that for?"
Yeah, that's right. Because because that has been done before. Cinco de Mayo, sink in the mayo in the sink.
Well, guys, my grandsons are going to come in and say hi to you in a little bit. Is that all right before the guests come on?
Yeah, well, the guests ain't coming on for another hour, so we got plenty of time.
Hi, Johnny. How are you?
How you doing?
Where are you at? In your garage?
Yeah, the upper garage.
Oh, okay.
You must have been at work earlier on because I saw somebody do a video on you or something. They had a camera around you.
I stayed in this Airbnb I got. I can't even believe I can afford this. My wife said I can. I got a swimming pool, a jacuzzi. I mean, everything. 4 bedrooms. I only need 1.
You should be doing like a room tour. We could have made a video. We could have aired it on the show.
Yeah, could have made a porn movie in here.
Well, that's still time. There's still time.
Yeah, them days are over, pal.
No. Just free range porn. You don't even have to do it. You just be like, "This is my wife. This is me. We're naked, yes, but we're just roaming around the house."
Yeah. I married a Catholic girl. You imagine that? It's out the window.
That's right.
Stained my brain.
It's sex with the lights out, fully clothed.
Oh, that's
kinky.
Yeah, very, very, very kinky. Very, very kinky.
Yeah, that's her looking at Tony.
Yeah, after she sees me, then it's the lights out in another room. I mean, her in the other room.
Well, since we're making jokes like that, I think it's time for some humor here. So here we go.
Why can't Helen Keller drive?
Because she's blind.
No, because she's a woman. Two nuns are riding their bikes when they turn down a cobblestone path. The one nun turns the other one and says, "I've never come this way." She says, "Me either. It must be the cobblestones."
See?
What vegetable is good for your memory? A carrot. Because when I got one shoved up my ass, I never forgot about it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
Why can't two Chinese people have a white kid? Because two Wongs don't make a white.
Mm-hmm.
If a man and a woman need a marriage license to get married, what do two lesbians need? A liquor license. Where do you take somebody involved in a peekaboo accident? To the ICU. Hey, Mom.
Yes.
What is the difference between an Apple Watch and a large penis?
I have no idea, and I'm afraid to ask what.
I have an Apple Watch.
There you go. You cracked up there.
That's funny.
Sure, you've seen all those videos before. They've been viral.
Was that his mom?
Yeah. Why not scare your mother with some great jokes and everything? Absolutely.
Come here, guys. I want to introduce you to my podcast friends.
Oh yeah, let's see the grandkids. If these are the ones that I think are these all the grandkids though.
Here come the
Two. Excuse me.
Hey, Lance, by the way, I texted you.
Oh.
All right, Mad Dog, you go ahead. You want to introduce your grandkids? Go right ahead. Now's the time before I play another video, because you don't want them hearing the videos that I play.
I'm trying to get them in here, guys. I'm sorry. They're running all over the house now. They're charged up from pop swimming pool.
Oh, okay. All right.
I know how that goes.
Come here for a minute.
Get together with my grandkids. My 3-year-old grandson is just sports.
Right. Come here with me for a minute, please. Rico.
He's one of the kids that were out of the house. Rico Suave.
Over here on the thing. Everybody, this is my AJ, my Anthony. Come here. Look at look at her right there. Say hi, everybody. This is my AJ. He's so big and strong. He's gonna be 5 this week. That's why we're down
already.
Birthday.
And Friday.
On Friday?
Already? You're going to be 5?
Happy birthday.
5 on Friday. Tell him we got a house with a big pool, huh?
No, you guys had to say happy birthday on Friday.
You have to say happy birthday on Fridays. You can't say it today because he ain't 5 until Friday, right?
Yeah.
Go get Rico. Hurry up. We got to
Rico.
You're adorable.
Are these the only grandkids? I have other grandkids too.
Okay, come in and say hi to all my friends here on my podcast. This is little Rigo. This is
He's the big green.
Oh, wow.
3-year-old Rigo. He's one of the toughest little hombres you'll ever meet.
He's 2.
This kid is so tough. So say goodbye to everybody. So I'm going to get back on.
Bye.
Bye. All right,
Talking Friday.
All right, go ahead, monster. Go out now.
What is it?
My money. Leave it go.
Take his money. Take all his
Thank you
money.
guys for coming in. Okay, guys.
Take
you can do
it.
Oh, that's funny. That's
what I traveled 1,000 miles for.
Oh, well,
It
that's
was well
good.
worth
It's worth it, though. You know, it's worth it. Absolutely.
I don't want to leave.
Yeah. No, it's all right. It's all right. We understand. I get you. Well, let's because today for our segment a little bit later on, we're gonna do we haven't done this in a while, so we're gonna bring back some Mad Gab here because everybody loves Mad Gab. So I got some new Mad Gab words for everybody. This should be a lot of fun. So let's see. I'm gonna play another video here, and here we go.
So I think you just used one of these. Whoa, you got a huge dongle. Thanks. Gets the job done, I guess.
I've seen bigger.
I have a really small one.
Well, mine's normal size, but it doesn't work like it used to.
Hey guys, what is going on in there?
Presentation. Paul's trying to get his up.
Trip, I think yours is too wide.
I've got two. Can you use them at the same time? Never tried it. Has anyone seen mine? It's resting on top of a sack.
Trip, is yours wider than it is long? Never seen that before.
Wait, Tara, do you have one?
Yeah, but it's at home in my drawer.
You know, mine was like this once.
Mine bends to the left. Oh, I think you're stepping on mine. Is yours purple? Just the top part.
Actually, Clint, let me hold yours for a second. Sure. Why is this so hard?
Did you try taking it out and putting it back in? Can you spin it? I think it's stuck.
Sometimes if you jiggle it around a little bit, that helps.
Push it harder.
Oh, you've got it in the wrong slot.
Should I just ram it in there? Well, can we just use yours, or are you gonna sit there and play with it the whole time?
All right, fine. I warned you.
No, it's upside down.
All right.
When's the last time you used that thing?
What are you guys doing?
What?
It just sounds like you're comparing dongles.
That sounds dirty.
You know you don't need those, right? You can connect to the screen wirelessly. It's a Zoom room.
All right, pull it out.
Doug, you there?
Doug, man.
Doug?
I think he hung up. Premature evacuation.
Ha! Is yours bending a lot?
Windows.
I felt like you were talking to me about all mine.
Yeah, we saw your
I just thought it's kind of funny because you know
saw
it's
your dongle commercial.
yeah.
Every sip is horrible, and I got 24 more of these to drink.
Are you still drinking them? That's just the funny thing.
How much does that cost?
Speaking
How
of
much
which-
is a case of that?
$32.
Oh, they're
And
nice bottles.
every sip, I'm going to drink every one because of what it costs. But they're horrible.
So when you start throwing up and everything, it'll be fun to watch on camera. You know, instant puke or whatever.
That guy's like, "Oh, there's just a hint of citrus." I'm like, "Where's there a hint of beer? It's all citrus."
Is that how they sold it to you? It's like it's a hint of pepper.
The guy flew down. He goes, "We flew down last night. We killed these. They must have not have drank for like 24 hours, and they just needed something to drink." But they're bad. Sunburst, citrus, Corona.
Oh.
Don't buy it.
Well, Vin Diesel probably like that too. Probably.
He said it's just a hint of orange. Look, the
Hint of
whole
orange.
thing. It looked like somebody had a bad prostate.
Yeah, these.
Right, Jean-Claude? Look at that bad boy. It looks like somebody kicked you in the balls real hard and you had a pee the next day. It turned out all bloody red and orange.
Is that what happens?
I drank a whole case of regular ones yesterday. I was
Yeah.
having a good time. Good time.
Yeah, to pee like a racehorse afterwards, I'm sure.
This looks like something I pee after my stomach surgery.
I started my Sunday off yesterday. I don't drink coffee unless I have an Irish coffee, and I consider Irish coffee to be coffee with a shot of Jameson. Not any of that white, creamy shit. I want a real Irish coffee, and that's how I kicked off my morning yesterday at that meeting. It was an Irish coffee. There you go.
My daughter-in-law and my son makes me
yeah.
a Cuban coffee.
Simply
That
Spice.
Cuban coffee's unbelievable.
We'll see how this is. I haven't tried this yet. My stepdad dropped it off, and basically it's flavored water with 5% juice and 5% alcohol.
Wow.
Perfect.
My
And, you know,
daughter-in-law's Cuban, and my son makes that Cuban coffee. It's amazing.
Oh, I'm
Amazing.
sure.
I love it.
What is
And
it?
one look about that much
What
of
is
it'll
Cuban
keep you up for about 3 hours, 5 hours.
This little beer I drink, Bud Root beer.
Dr. Pecker.
Dr. Pecker, yeah. Bud Root beer, sure. Only beer
Oh,
I drink.
can't make the gay jokes about him anymore. He's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, that ruined all them rumors.
Yeah. Well, you know, let's talk about that a little bit. You know, let's get Mama more excited about it and jealous too. How about it?
Hey, when are you going to throw her on the air with you?
Yeah, we want to meet her.
When are you going to have her be a guest? We know you're not just making this shit up.
Hey, when are we going to get to meet her? Did you lose enough fear you couldn't blow her all the way up tonight?
That's what took him so long to send out the link. It was under the desk.
What the fuck? I will assure you, if we're going to use religion, by God and everything in the heavens, that I do have a girlfriend. She is a real person. She is not a blow-up doll. I know that doesn't, you know.
How long would it take?
Hey, Sean, we're only busting your stones, buddy.
How long will it take her to get to my house? About probably 10 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
Because she lives here.
We want to meet her.
Call her up. Tell her we want to see her. We don't believe you.
Well, see, there's a problem with that because it involves Mama T. That's why. Well, somebody that Mama T knows, and if Mama T finds out who it is, it could cause a lot of stir.
All over town.
So you just gonna hide the rest of your life or what?
I know who it is now.
No, you don't.
Mama T.
Yep.
You hold your jealousy back. All right.
Oh,
well,
gee.
no, it's not just it's not just that. It's not just that. Just somebody that Mama T knows.
Oh, God.
And
So
if you
why
find
does that make a difference?
Well, we're you two.
Because-
There's only 30 people. You probably know everybody.
because if I tell you who it is, if I reveal who it is, you know, you're gonna freak out, and then you're gonna tell the person who you know, blah blah blah, and it's just gonna be too much, you know. I know you very well, you know. That's why I know I keep saying that, but I know you very well.
I'm pretty sure I
he's
can
gonna
control
find out.
myself.
Yeah, I know, but it's just that she doesn't.
That's
the
what I'm
girlfriend-
thinking. So now there's no way Mama T's not gonna find out,
Now she's gonna really find out.
right?
I'm surprised she hasn't found out already. You know, to be honest with you, you know, she's been too busy with other things. You know, it's like-
I mean, I'll tell her.
you don't even know who it is at all.
Boy,
John knows who it is, though. Or I've told John before, John Roberts.
I don't know. Well, you told me, but dude, the 80s was hard on me. My memory is so bad. But I know you told me about her, but
the 80s.
I'm not telling you about it.
Well, it started in the 70s, okay?
You have to figure it out yourself, you know. And if you have a good enough memory, like
I'm
you
only
say
60.
you do sometimes, you better once at least in your life last year. So
Well, if
Oh,
I
I did
met
meet
her
her?
once, why
yeah.
would that's why I don't understand why you think this is going to be such an issue. If I've only met her once,
trust me, it will be an issue.
Must have been quite a meeting.
it's not going to be an issue for me. It might be an issue for her, but not for me.
No. There's somebody else that you know.
They didn't
as
used
well.
to date, did they?
I probably said too much already. I mean, geez, I'm probably gonna get myself in trouble. Yeah.
I really have no idea.
Pretty
I
much,
really,
yeah.
I really
In
don't
trouble by
care
who?
By my girlfriend. You know, she watches.
What's
the
her
show
name?
Too, you know?
I
can't-
missed her
no,
name.
If I say the name, then it's
I won't tell.
maybe no. I can't. I just.
Jane Doe.
Man.
Her name is
You
Jane
said
Doe.
I wouldn't know her. Just tell me.
But
You said I won't know.
if Mama T ever does figure it out, then then she'll come on the show. Then she'll have
How
to
am I
come
going
on.
to figure it out if I've only met her once?
Because you have a memory like a fish or a sponge.
No,
You soak up
don't.
information pretty good.
I really don't.
Oh,
I
I
have
don't
a
know.
terrible memory.
A sponge fish? I don't know. Starfish, SpongeBob
There's
SquarePants.
a sponge fish. That's a good one.
I really actually have a terrible memory.
Memory like a sponge
fish. Well, I
that
mean,
girl
I
from
don't know
Roseau.
No, Roseau's more than 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's
Roseau.
somebody
Yeah,
either
Roseau is a
from
long way away from there.
Plumber.
You must be in Plumber.
Nope.
Or Oakley.
Nope.
She's a plumber?
She's the plumber in Oakley, yeah.
Makes good money, I bet.
No. Well, she works at the casino with me. I met her at the casino. She's been at the casino forever.
Does she live on the res?
No. No, she's a Red Laker, but not a Red Laker. We'll just say.
Yeah.
Is she a
Red Lake, the
bartender?
other Red Lake. Huh?
Is she a bartender?
No.
I wouldn't
could be,
fancy
probably.
her as a drinker, is what I'm thinking.
The point is that she when you figure it out,
Or she drinks a lot.
No, she don't drink. She don't even drink really at all. She's just like, ugh. The point being is that she does exist. She's I love her. We've been hanging out a lot. She's been coming to my house. I've been going to her house. We just went to Fargo last week, and for the first time together and had a good time. And went to West Acres and went to Applebee's and freaking had a good time.
You know what? I'm happy for you. I don't know why you think it's an issue. I don't understand.
Because I know you. If you found out, you would probably be like Macaulay Culkin and Home Alone and surprise you. Yeah, trust
You mean like that?
Oh,
Pretty much, yes.
so what?
And that's
I'm
bad?
happy for you. I was like that when I found out you had a girlfriend. What?
Well, yeah, but this is more like if you found out, you would tell the person that is associated with you. Put it that way. Yeah, there's somebody that you're associated with.
I'm going to tell somebody I'm associated with you got a girlfriend.
So there you go. I'm
Is this like mafia conversation?
Probably, yeah. I'm gonna get whacked now. We're getting whacked up now.
I know where you're coming from, Frankie. My wife hit me too.
No, just I probably said too much, but I'm giving you enough clues there, Mama T. So maybe you can figure it out.
I'm still completely and totally lost. So
we'll just say it's somebody that you're close with, but that's not who I'm dating. It's somebody the other side who I'm dating.
What?
Somebody you're close with, but it ain't her.
It's those word wrangle things you do.
I want to make it interesting for Mama T because
so it's someone that I met once, but somebody else that I know knows them very well.
That's right. Absolutely.
Okay. That doesn't narrow it down at all.
Oh, well, if you
I can officiate the wedding. Now, if I officiate the wedding,
who's marrying, but
can I meet her then? If I
Listen to
officiate
me.
the wedding?
Listen to me. It's somebody that you're close to, but you don't know very well. It's somebody he's marrying, but he don't know who she is.
Yep.
Hey, Mama T, we could.
And I know, and he won't let me tell.
Do it. We're both ordained. That'd be fun.
Huh? I'm ordained. Yeah.
We could code do it.
Well, like I said,
blindfolded so I don't find out who she is.
We all laugh about it now.
Is
but
it
like
Betty?
Once Mama T does figure it out, and I know she will eventually because I gave her enough clues. I know she'll figure
Betty,
it out.
isn't it?
I know.
It'll come to you eventually. I trust me. I can tell.
I know a lot of people. I'm close with a lot of people. And
But it's
all those
somebody,
clues. It's somebody you know knows them.
No, somebody that you know
that you don't know.
That you talk to.
Whose cousin has a friend
who's married to our aunt, uncle, sister's brother on her father's side.
who I haven't met yet.
Somebody that you know that you talk to once a week.
How many more damn clues do you need?
Oh, once a week.
That Mama T knows, and I know too.
Woo!
That
was good. That was
somebody that we both know that likes to.
And I hope she don't drink Corona Sunrise.
Oh, whatever. I've said too much anyway. Like I said, if she watches, I'll probably get in trouble, but whatever. It's okay. I'll explain it. Anyway,
is it somebody that you?
It's somebody that
used to date Mama T.
No, but it's somebody that that probably used to do videos for Mama T's boyfriend. Yeah.
Aha!
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking.
See, now we're gonna be like,
come on, Mama T. Come on, Mama T.
She knows that I know.
I pretty much just gave you the answer right there, but I guess.
Okay, now wait a second. What was the game we're supposed to play? Because you could put her name and screw it up, and then we'll figure it out.
No, but it's just like since I brought her up, just like
Now I'm very confused because
Good.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
I'm even more confused now because only Jeremy did those. No, before that somebody else did, but I can't remember who it was.
He's dating a boy,
Jeremy.
No.
Jeremy.
No. I'm not saying Jeremy.
He's dating
Jeremy knows somebody.
Dating a woman.
And I talk to Jeremy. I talk to Jeremy at least once a week.
It's Jeremy's sister.
I don't even know if Jeremy has a sister.
How about a mother?
Mom.
Maybe
it's grandma.
It's
Jeremy's grandma.
I've said too much anyway. I'm probably gonna be a big
guilt.
It's Jeremy's grandma.
It's not somebody related to Jeremy. Somebody that Jeremy knew, or somebody that Mama T knows with Jeremy.
Who knows Jeremy?
Jeremy's ex-girlfriend.
Jeremy doesn't even know Jeremy.
You know Jeremy, he's the guy that spoke in class today.
That's right. From Pearl Jam.
Is it Jeremy's ex-girlfriend?
Zip it.
Johnny wants to know if it's Jeremy's ex-girlfriend.
Maybe
it's somebody that Jeremy dated.
Now I know I said too much. No.
He's dating now.
Yeah, maybe it's Jeremy's ex-girlfriend's new girlfriend.
Perfect. Good wording there. Good wording there.
Oh, I really
It's like a good episode of Jerry Springer.
I guess so. Let's go take a pee break real quick. We'll come back for the second hour. We'll do our mag gab.
And then you're going to reveal who it is. Bravo.
Hold up one second.
What?
Don't play really good videos then if we're going to take a pee break, because then I miss them.
Well, there's stuff you've probably seen already. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do?
The dongle.
I'll just play some. Yeah, I'll just play some music and stuff, and then when we come back, then we'll play some more videos. Because I still got some videos to show too. So we're running out. We're getting close to the second hour here. So since we've been trying to figure out who my girlfriend is or whatever, but I know she'll figure it out. She's not dumb. She acts dumb, but she ain't dumb. Trust me, I know her better than most of you guys.
She's already calling people in the other room.
Probably. And if she finds out, I hope she does find out, because you know what? I'm sick and tired of hiding.
Oh, she will. So she's finding out right now, I bet. She's gone.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for more Renegade Radio right here on this really crazy, fucked up edition of the show. We'll be right back, everybody.
Hey, we're at...
Give me a spit in my jar. Oh, darling, you're the queen of the dip. Ain't no bar too far. Let's take this show on the road. I'm ready if you are. Lot of teeth, lot of charm in your daddy's old car. Spit in the jar, ain't no need to quit. Shake it off, girl, I love your grit.
Heading down to the honky-tonk, my friends all gathered round. We drank about every shot in sight, ain't no way to slow us down. Felt a rumble in my tummy, thought I'd make it to the John. But before I knew it, felt that warmth, the damage was all done. Oh, the time I pissed myself from too much booze. It's a tale they'll never let me live down, always a hoot. From the bar stools to the dance floor, it made the evening news. Yeah, I pissed myself, but boy, did we have fun.
Stumbling back to the juke joint, my buddies had a laugh. They said, you painted the town yellow, buddy, let's raise another glass. We sang Sweet Home Alabama while my boots were soggy wet. The bartender just shook his head, said, a night you won't forget. We hooted and we hollered like a rowdy rodeo. And even though my pants were soaked, I kept on with the show.
Oh, the time I pissed myself from too much booze. It's a tale they'll never let me live down, always a hoot. They called me Old Yeller as the nickname stuck around. From the honky-tonks to weddings, it's the joke of our small town.
So now when I hit the bar, they hand me a Sprite instead. And I laugh along and tell them, hey, at least I ain't been dead. It's a badge of honor in this place, a story meant to share. About the time I lost control, but man, I didn't care. So if you're ever in our town, just head down to the bar. You might just hear that tale again about how I went too far. It's a legend in these parts now, a night of sheer delight. From the puddle on the floor to the laughter through the night.
Oh, the time I pissed myself from too much booze. It's a tale they'll never let me live down, always a hoot.
I've been rolling down this road with my head held high. Nothing's ever gonna break a spirit that won't die. And through the dust and pain, I find a way to shine. Living wild and free, this renegade is mine. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade. I am a renegade, hear the freedom that I make. Chasing dreams with my heart, tearing worlds apart. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade.
Are you ready for pain? Are you ready for suffering? If the answer is yes, then you're ready for Captain Freedom's workout.
Yes, it's America's own Captain Freedom.
That's the ticket. No pain, no gain.
So, when you hear the tone, control your jealousy and leave your message.
Goddamn son of a bitch! What do you mean, one? I'm gonna fall off the fucking thing. Fuck. Just keep running. Son of a bitch! Jesus Christ. Fuck! Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck off!
That was glitchy on my end. I didn't.
I hope he ain't selling them.
Oh, there's a whole 7-minute commercial that he was trying to do. He used to do the advertisements for the van or the those type of the wagons or whatever.
Winnebago.
Winnebago van, yeah.
RVs.
RVs, yes. Winnebago van. Yeah. Well, anyway, welcome back to the second hour of Renegade Radio right here on Facebook. Here, I'm your host with the most, Franky Slawson. We got Lance Warlock, Mama T's, and Sam, Mad Dog, and John Roberts. And I don't know what happened to Antique Man, but his webcam must have blew up or something.
He got an antique camera.
Probably. Seemed like it, All right, so I have, we haven't done this game for a little bit, but I figured since everybody loved it the last time, and never complained, never hated it, so much at all, let's bring it back. And it's a little bit of a game that we like to call Mad Gab. And this time, so that nobody cheats at all, Mama Tia included, or says it too quickly. I put the words, I hid the words, and we're going to do it kind of like how we did the last time, but this is a little bit different. I'm going to show the word here, and you have to figure out what the phrase is. So here is the first one. And you can all see it. Should be able to see it on your phones or whatever.
You're a liar.
What?
You're a liar.
What? Oh, you got the answer ready? Is that what you were saying?
Lee. He sees her legs as she should fucking see her.
Now, if you're drunk, especially, it's better to do this when you're really drunk.
May the force be with you.
Well, that's next. That's
she has a big penis.
Oh, do you see that anywhere?
I see it when I'm drunk.
What time are you done? Because you're seeing double?
Oh, eat without me. Eat.
Are you sure?
We'll be done in about another hour there, sir. Or ma'am.
That's how long it's going to take for this.
Exercise daily.
There you go. See? Perfect. See, that wasn't so hard.
I don't know how you got out of that, eggs.
Well, I mean, you have to. It's a word jumble or scramble, we'll say. Kind of.
I know
Right
what
there.
it is. My brain don't work that way.
Yeah, you need pot and beer or whatever. So
I see what he got. Smoking bush.
All right, here's the next one.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I know what it is. I'm catching on to this shit.
Don't say anything, though.
I won't.
I'm done. I quit. This is hurting my head.
That's just because you're hungry. So.
My grandsons could probably do this.
Probably, but
I know what the first word of it is, but I can't figure out the end of it.
Oh, I can't believe have we stumped the Mama T already?
I'm feeling pretty smart right now, guys, girls.
Well, you're a smart fella,
No,
fart smeller.
I could never figure these things out 2 weeks ago.
We didn't do them 2 weeks ago. We did.
I'm done. I give up.
What about everybody else? Lance, come on, you don't give up.
Oh, no, I've been done.
Come on, we gotta get a good answer.
Back your whore lady. Her coffee, really fucking jag off her.
Horty calf?
You're a whore, you're lower, you're four.
Oh.
Calf.
Decaf?
He calf. Wreck your calf. Your penis is large.
Yeah, I don't keep penis in there again.
Wreck your anus. Your asshole's large. Your asshole's large. You wreck your asshole. Don't eat that. We'll wreck your asshole. Large.
All right, John. Robert, tell us what it is.
Regular or decaf? Am I right?
That's right. You are right. I don't know what your prize is, but you're right. You look stumped there, Mad Dog. Why are you confused for? You should be confused.
I couldn't do those things when you first started them. I could not do them, but I don't know. All of a sudden, it's hitting me today.
Perfect.
You're used to wrapping your mind around words and being in what I do for a living. I look at words completely different than that. And once I could, I probably won't be able to do it again tomorrow, but I'm in that right frame of mind now to start picking them apart and figuring it out.
Quick,
and I don't know.
Looks like one of our guests is already here, but it's too early for the interview yet. Just hold on. Hey, Jason.
Do it.
How you doing there?
How's it going?
How's it going? We're going to do the interview here in about 20 minutes, sir.
Copy that. Yeah, Scott just sent me the link, so I'll just have to join.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to join, that's fine. We're more
you guys do your thing. I'll come back.
All right, sounds good. Just want to let them know that. Some people just kind of come in here just to test to make sure the link works and everything. All right, here's the next one here for you.
Baby hippo.
I know what it is.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Why can't we get nothing done here, huh? Lance, you need to smoke what Jean-Claude Van Damme got.
Apparently, because I think the baby hippo was. I go with that too.
Do you see hippo? I mean, I see. Yeah,
no,
but I don't.
So close.
Yeah,
you're close.
Just try real hard there. You're a smart, educated man, there, Lance. Come on now. You make music for a living. That's
Hey, beach hemp ooh.
Well, hemp poo do you too, but that's
Bay Beach.
Hemp ooh.
Yeah.
You guys are so close. You're so close.
Hippo. Bay Beach. I'm done. Screw you. I'm going to eat with my family. I'm hungry.
Yep.
She is. All right. Go ahead, John. Or go ahead. John, go ahead. John Roberts.
Baby shampoo.
There you go.
Baby shampoo.
Lance, what do you think about that one, Lance? How many babies have their own shampoo?
I'm coming down and having dinner with you and your family.
Oh,
this is terrible.
Let's see what we have: crab legs, lobster tails. And I'm sitting in here talking to you guys.
All right, here's the next one. We only have a few left here, so here's the next one.
Computer virus. Oh, I know it.
Yep. Yep.
Computer virus.
All right, that was an easy one.
Yep.
Ooh, easy.
But where do you see it though? I mean, now you
it's on the screen.
Okay, but like when you read it now, did it come to you right away, or did you figure out the wording first?
I didn't see it yet.
All right,
it's the spaces between the letters that throw you off. That's what throws you off more than anything. Because I mean, when you say that now, compute, turf, it's just the spacing that really throws a guy off, I think.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
right.
being spacey can throw a guy off.
Here's the next one here.
Oh. Well, I know it already.
I know it. Do they still make those?
Yes.
Oh, they do.
Yes.
Kara's Peak Cream Nuts. Honey Nuts. Correct Peak Creamed Honey Nuts.
So close.
Guess not.
Get closer. We'll give everybody a little bit of time just to figure it out. The ones I don't know yet.
Obviously, I'm hungry and I can't figure this out. Guys, I got to go with the family.
That's why you should be able to figure this one out.
I got to go with the family before I get thrown out of Florida. I love you guys.
All right. We'll see you next week, Mad Dog.
Yeah, we got next week.
We got early times next week, so he's from Satellite Radio, so just so you know.
All right. I appreciate it.
Early times?
Yep. From Satellite Radio. He'll be our guest next week.
Oh, I thought you meant as in the time, early time. I'm like, what? We got to go earlier?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'll finally come to your house and we'll do a broadcast. When you're better, though.
Yeah, we'll do it out back.
All right, Mama T, go ahead, or Lance, go ahead and say what it is. Lance, go ahead.
It's Krispy Kreme donuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case you got, because
Tell me. I don't know.
Or whatever. Okay. Last one here.
I drink Gatorade.
Good job. Look
You
at
got
you.
Wow. You got it. You got it.
Let's see if Lance gets it because he hasn't seen it yet. Lance, up to you.
Oh, I drink Gatorade.
Yeah.
There you go. A little quick game of Mad Gab, everybody. Hope you enjoyed
Gab.
that. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. So, yeah. So, Mama T, while we took a break, did you figure out the answer yet? Do you know the answer?
Was she ever in one of his videos? Because if she was actually in one of the videos, then I had it narrowed down. But no, I have no idea.
No, she knows he does this type of work, but never has been a part of anything.
Then I have no clue.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's good. I'm leaving it at that.
But that just means it's going to remain a mystery.
Well, I'm keeping a mystery on her behalf because she don't want anybody really to know, and I've kind of spilled the beans already, kind of. I want this relationship to work. The last relationship I had was 16 years ago. Only lasted 3 months. 3 months of hell. That's what it was.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want anybody knowing I was dating you either.
Oh, I should ban you Anyway.
I'm just busting your chops.
No, hey, I tell you what, she is a lot of fun though. I mean, when we get together and stuff, she definitely she likes the interaction because it's like, the last relationship she was in never got that or got very little of that, And
was that with Jeremy or somebody?
Well, we'll say, the other relationship, guy was an asshole. Guy just
was that Jeremy's brother?
No. We'll say the first one on Jeremy's part, sure, because he kind of fucked up himself a little bit. I'll say he has a personality like a rock. I have a personality like the rock. So, that's what my tagline was. My pickup line, and it worked. But he's good at what he does.
On your Facebook page, you're in a relationship.
That's my producer and my friend there you're talking about. Just
yeah, well, I know, but it's just kind of.
We all do fuck up, but
I know some juicy tidbits about that guy. We'll put it that way. about his personal life, anyway. So it's just, and that's why I'm a happy man. That's why. That's so. Anyway. I see we've kind of gone downhill a little bit, so let's keep us laughing here. Let's play some. I got some funny stuff for you here, right here.
Don't forget Amanda's surprise party's tomorrow night. Yep, I didn't forget. Okay, I need you to serve finger fucks when everyone arrives. Oh, I can definitely do that. Now I'm excited to go. You're a pervert. Finger foods. Yeah, totally not as fun. Honestly, I think finger fucks is the better way to go. Grandma's literally dead right now. What? Are you serious? Yes, I was with her and she wasn't responding at all. Jake, did you call 911? What? Why'd I do that? Oh shit, deaf. Grandma is deaf. She can't hear shit. She ain't dead. I'm sorry. Dad and I fondled ourselves for the first time last night. We didn't get good results though. Nothing came up. Oh my God, Mom. I don't know what you tried to write, but that was hilarious. Damn auto-erect. Autocorrect. We Googled ourselves. No results. Oh, Mom, I died of laughter. You're fucking weird. Mom and I just had the longest penis of our lives. It was amazing. I officially just spit out my soda laughing. What the hell? Laughed my ass off. Mom and I just had the longest petty of our lives. As in pedicure? Wow, sorry I missed the long penis session, though. Maybe next time I'll invite you. I'm just kidding. I won't. That's awkward.
This mission is definitely blown.
Being blown doesn't sound so bad now, does it?
Oh, it's bad. It's going to cost you $2,000 at least to fix. Not to mention your brake pads are completely bald.
I've got something else that's completely bald.
Your tires. Yeah, I saw that. I think you could ride those puppies out for another 10,000 miles.
I bet you've got something I could ride for 10,000 miles.
Nope. The shop does not provide transportation while working on your vehicle. You can contact your insurance provider, though. They'll get you a vehicle.
That's how I used to think about things, beforehand. Before the relationship started. Didn't get the signal yet, and then I got it now. Anyway, so this show is really taking kind of a downward spiral, I'd say, huh? But
Heck no.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be having our interview here with, for those who are still watching or whatever, we're going to be doing our interview with Sean Burkett. He's an independent filmmaker, and he made a film called Mr. Buzzkill, and we're going to have a cast member and a director from the film, as well as Sean here a little bit here. And then next week we'll have Early Times from Sirius XM satellite radio, and then I'm trying to get us Johnny Patillo, who was from Danny and the Juniors. If you remember Danny and the Juniors, the song "At the Hop," very popular song. It's on top 40 on radio, oldies radio, all the time. Very, 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 very good, good band and everything. I was going to say or show you guys some stuff here before we get to our guest here. Now, what I have here is some images. I think I can only do one at a time here. You can tell me for sure, I guess, what you see when you see these type of images here. Like for this one here, of my father here. This was taken 10 years ago. The day that, or right after we met at the TV station. That's what I'm going to look like when I get older.
That's what you look like now. Nice gray.
Yeah, well, I mean, you want to know where my roots come from? That's definitely part of it. That's one of them. That's for sure.
Eyes, the mouth,
everything. That will be me. But you know what? I'm looking forward to that because I know I'm a stud anyway. But that's okay. There's a picture.
Is he married?
No.
Wow.
No, but there is a possibility that I could have an older sister. Because I know she's asked him before about it, and no test has ever been given, but you can definitely see in the face, that she definitely looks like a relative. I mean, I don't like to be controversial too much or conspiracy, whatever, but it's like, I can see it. And until I see a test or whatever, I'm just going to believe what I believe. But that's another one. And then let's see. It's like I'm sure it's good old memories here. He went to Denver, Colorado with his friend Tom, and that's how I got these pictures. He saved them with his whole time in his camera or on his phone. I don't know if this was taken in Rapid or if it was taken in Glenwood or in Colorado or wherever, but I thought it was a nice picture. I'm going to see a lot of pictures here this weekend, at the funeral and everything. And yeah, I tell you, it's still going to be kind of a weird deal.
That's what you're going to look like in 20 years, dude. You're going to look just like that. My dad was a 5'10" French Canadian Indian with black hair and a black mustache, looked like Sonny Bono. And I'm 6'2", and I got the German side. But you look like your old man.
This was taken at the TV station. For those that don't believe that I actually worked in television, this is proof of the pudding. There, Black Hills Fox is what the old Master Control Studio used to look like. And I would watch.
You got a nice set of JBLs there, huh?
Yeah, and they used to do the commercial stuff over here, and then in the middle would be you see where the playlist is and all that. That would be the daily log that I'd be working on, make sure everything was as good as it could be, and make sure that the times are right and everything. Almost like radio, kind of, but except it's television. I learned a lot in that job itself. I learned a lot about how television works because from people that knew, that had been in there for so long, and because we were on Skyline Drive, that's literally the middle of Rapid City. Pretty much just kind of the middle of the Black Hills and everything. and it's pretty high. It can get to like Montana and I don't know, Wyoming, I believe as well, and the surrounding areas, and get to reach about 100,000 people at least to watch. So yeah, it's I would love to tour KVRR's and KVOY's studio because I think that'd be kind of fun. But I don't know if that'll ever happen. I remember touring WDAZ before, because Terry Doolin gave me a tour of what you looked like back in 2012, and that was back in the day. The studio's still there or the building's still up, but I don't know. Do you even know, John, what they even use it for at all? For WDAZ?
I know. I was just going back and forth with Terry Doolin last week. Facebook wars. People libtard. I don't like.
Yeah, see, I know you don't like Donald Trump. You don't like Trump, but he's still a good guy.
Never have.
I mean, I have a lot of respect for Terry.
I'm sure he probably is. But nope, he's just a little man. That's all.
Oh, you don't like him because of what he believes? You should like him because of his legacy, just like what you have. You have a legacy. You guys have built legacies together. People know you and stuff.
If that's what if that's what you want to call it, you can. I looked. To me, I mean, even being the #1 radio show in Grand Forks, to me, I just worked every day. My job was just a little different than other people's. Yeah. I never looked at it as leaving a legacy. I always wanted to be relevant, but I don't care about a legacy. I mean, I don't know.
I definitely do.
He did his thing here. He still does. I'm just not a fan. And maybe if you say it's because what he believes, that's fine. But my problem is with these guys, if you believe it and you say it, well, then I want to see why you're saying it, not just because.
Sure.
I mean,
no, I get you.
And I mean, that's what separates a lot of people with. If you can say, but then show me the proof is in the pudding, man. It's like I can never get a Democrat to come on my show, and it's not because I'm going to just slam them down. I will debate them, and if they have facts and all of that, great. But that's just it. At least give me that chance. Don't just slam and say this and you're this or that because I said so. That's where I get mad.
Yeah, but let's put politics to the side for a second, though. I mean, is there any respect as far as what you both, just what you guys have done together? Because I'm sure back in the day, even like when we talked about the flood last week, Terry had a big presence with the flood. It kind of made him even into a bigger kind of a known person, because of the way he kept reporting and stuff and whatever. I don't know if you ever had to report anything on that or not, because I didn't know you back in those days. But I mean, I don't know. I know there's always been a fight between television and radio. That's what Blind Dog always says, anyway. It's all different formats, but you should still respect each other. What you guys have done, no matter what. Politics aside, I think anyway.
Blind Dog can't see TV anyway. What would he know?
That's right.
There used to be a joke. Blind Dog and Little Bobby walked into a bar.
Oh, boy. And then they drank, and that's about all they did. Talk shit about everybody. Or Blind
My
Dog,
wife's downstairs. She's even laughing at that one. If you guys knew Blind Dog and Little Bobby like I do, or like you know what, Bobby, I've known him since he was just a kid. And I've known Blind Dog since he was a kid. So, and they're both legally blind, but that was, I used to say that to those guys. Blind Dog and Little Bobby walk into a bar and it'd be, hello, brother.
Doesn't work for me today, brother.
Both of them. Yo, brother.
Hey, G.
There's Sean right here.
Yo, G. Gilbert, I'm over here. Oh. Brother.
Well, our guest is here. Let's be proper now. What's going on, Sean? Welcome to Renegade Radio. How you doing?
Not too bad. And yourself?
Oh, I'm just having a great time here with my crew, and we're just kind of shooting the shit and just Jason did show up here earlier on, but he was kind of early, so I kind of said we'll be doing the interview about 20 minutes. So I'm sure he'll be coming back here pretty soon. But we're happy to have
him off.
I did kick him off. I mean, it was just early is all. We were doing a game of Mad Gab. Yeah, we thought it'd be fun to play some Mad Gab for a little bit. I like to educate these guys' minds sometimes because education is so important.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, how's
Brain
it
is a
going?
muscle. You must exercise it.
That's right. That's right. How's it going, Sean? How are you?
Not too bad. Been working on a garden today.
I suppose nice weather.
I live in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
Ah, probably not too far from Sam then, because Sam lives over in Ohio.
Ashtabula. I live in Ashtabula.
I've heard of it only because somebody ordered something from our website from there, and I can remember every town that I've sent something to.
We're right next to Conneaut and Erie, but the Ohio side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jason.
Hello.
Jason. Welcome back. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. We're just doing some introductions right now. But
after Frankie kicked you off last
time. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you could have saved. You play some bad guy with us, I guess. Who else are we waiting? Are we waiting for one more person there, Sean, or is just somebody, or is this all we got?
I know this is it.
Okay. So I know you said you had a cast member and the director, so I don't know if that.
Yeah, the director, his grandma recently passed away, and they've got some things to deal with. So
Okay, well that's fine. Then it worked out perfect because we can only fit 10 slots in here, per session. So I didn't want to get too over carried away, but it's all good. Well, welcome guys to Renegade Radio. I'm the host, Franky Slawson, and we got with us a crew of great people who I work with and who have all kind of done something with entertainment in one way or another. We got Lance Warlock, Mama T, Screaming Sam,
hey guys.
John Roberts, and then we have some other people as well. But they kind of give and take, of who's who, of who. But it's nice to have a crew of people anyway that we can count on and whatnot. You guys are working on or have worked on, or it's already done, already ready for release, or is released?
we're working on sending stuff out to the distribution company. But yeah, it's done. It had its premiere, and I didn't realize it, but Jason still hasn't seen it.
I lived it.
Oh. Oops.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. This is the hint of surprise, I guess, is what it will be, I guess, when it comes to that. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little round robin, so everybody gets a chance to at least ask you one or two questions here for this today's interview, and I'll go first just because I'm the host, right? No. Well, because you guys have put together this movie. What about this movie makes it unique in its own way? Like when you're talking about like a buzzkill, like Mr. Buzzkill, what about it makes it unique and different than most independent films or horror films or just in general?
First, I have a question.
Okay.
I tend to curse like a sailor. Is cursing? Should I tone it down or?
No, please.
Fucking right,
Say
it's all right.
whatever the fuck you want, man.
I just said,
Drink, smoke pot, cuss like a sailor.
had to check. Not a fucking thing. I don't really think it's. I mean, it's fun. It's not necessarily making fun of like other like slasher movies or anything, but to be fair, the guy runs around with a gas-powered circular saw and kills people.
Okay.
I'll say it's an homage.
Yeah.
European chainsaw.
Right. Like we wanted to do something different. We were initially gonna have a one of those big saws that like is for cutting metal. I can't remember what the hell it's called. Um, but then I would have had to like run around with it, and those things are like heavy as hell. Like
Like a chainsaw?
no, they're like bigger. They're like they have a disc on it, and they're like
Yeah, it's a much bigger circular saw. I think for cutting like concrete
You're
and
talking like
metal and
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
concrete saw.
A
That's what it
bandsaw.
was.
yeah.
They call it a bandsaw?
No,
Nope.
no. It's a big. It's like I work concrete, and they're a big. They've actually got a big steel wheel on them, and they're shaped like a big grinder, but the blade goes this way instead
Yeah,
of this way.
yeah.
it would have
We were gonna have me carry around one of those, but then
you would
those
have
things
died.
are those things are fucking heavy. They're like
They are.
115 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So
They're called a quickie saw, is what they are. A quickie saw.
okay.
And that's what they call them. And when you hit the throttle on those things, they have so much RPMs, they torque, they twist, just and they're heavy. They are heavy as shit. I know.
My wife calls me Quickie Saw.
Only on your birthday.
Yeah. Especially on your birthday.
My toke for the day, folks. I'll be here all week.
Yeah. So there's not a whole lot of difference. So what's it like? Are you like honoring like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre then, or are you just kind of doing like your own spin-off on it, or what?
I mean, in a way, like I know the director Rob, like he took a lot of influence because he grew up with like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and like the Town That Dreaded Sundown, like some of the older, just fun movies.
Yeah.
But he wanted to make that into like something semi-modern. So he kind of blended it a little bit. I say I helped write it. I'm sorry. It's just meant to be fun. Like it's if Leatherface went to Crystal Lake.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, I definitely see it as like an homage with maybe a little bit of parody in there. Because I mean, we're goofy as hell in this movie.
Well,
Specifically,
do you guys get together over beers and come up with the storyline, or do you come up with it in your sleep, or is that just the way you're wired? You know, I mean, because you hear the stories all the time about how the story of the making of the film or the movie came out. So how does it work for you guys?
Well, I know with this project, Rob had it all like laid out, and I just helped him develop that more. Because this was his first script, his first film. But as far as like writing goes, I have to live in it. Like I will. It's like if I'm writing I don't know a psychological thriller, I'm gonna do everything possible to stay away from any type of movies that are generally like that, because I don't want to like kind of cherry pick ideas, or like, oh, I saw this in a movie once, so I'm gonna do that. It just kind of, yeah, I'm weird. I will put a song on repeat and I will listen to it the entire time that I write the script.
Is that kind of your process? You get an idea and then find something that kind of brings that idea out?
Yeah, once I get an idea, like I will listen to one song on repeat for the entirety of the script writing process, and I can tell you every song to every script that I've ever written. And it's just either the song makes me feel a certain kind of way that is the vibe of what I'm writing, or there's just something about it. It could just be a line in the song that I'm like, okay, that's.
So does the genre of the music make a difference in what you're writing?
No.
I mean, if you're writing a slasher, is it death metal? Or if you're writing a love song, is it freaking, you know, is it Barry Manilow? I mean,
yeah, what do you listen to on this one?
So
What's that?
For Mr. Buzzkill, when I was writing, there's this band called Cigarettes After Sex, and they have a song called Apocalypse. It is super chill, super mellow. It's just, but it's a constant tone. Like, it never gets louder at one point or quieter at another point. It's just, it's kind of monotone. For Don't Fuck in the Woods 1 and 2, I listened to a band called Pedro the Lion, and the song was called Of Minor Prophets and Their Prostitute Wives. And these are these are all literally super chill, like they have nothing to do with horror or anything. They are like the complete opposite.
Well, I know if you lived up here where we live and you had a movie called Don't Fuck in the Woods, mosquitoes would be involved with it a lot. Mosquitoes and wood ticks.
The killer mosquitoes there.
Yeah.
Well, we had, for the first movie, we disturbed a yellow jacket's nest at like 1 a.m, and it was just one of the many horrific things that happened trying to film that movie.
Anytime
See, that would kill me. I'm definitely allergic to them. I have to carry one of those EpiPens with me and then go right to the ER.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
man.
had
And they're
we had a girl. One of the cast members had to have an ambulance called and everything. It was an ordeal, and Jason was a part of the second one. Luckily, there weren't any like major tragedies with the second one.
That's always a plus.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because you
Maybe
don't
some
want to do that, So we're doing this film then. So where were some of your some hot spots, some locations, filming locations that you guys chose?
Really, we just I'm double checking to make sure in my head, but yeah, we pretty much shot everything at one location. Other than like the opening and the outro to the film. We have a like campground that we utilize for so many movies. And other filmmakers use this campground too, and it's crazy that none of the films ever remotely look the same. Like they like none of them look like they'd be at the same campground. But yeah, we shot primarily at a campground, and that way we could bunk everybody there for remotely cheap.
Yeah,
we definitely, yeah.
That's right, because it's an independent movie. It's not a big blockbuster. It wasn't made by Steven Spielberg. So I tell you what. But the thing about that though that I get cheesed about is like there's so many good films out there that are low budget and like that are independent that people should watch. Why should people watch this movie? What about this movie would appeal to an audience?
Jason, I know you haven't seen the movie, but what do you
Well,
think?
I mean, just I think you said it earlier. Just because it was so fun. Like I know what we did, even though I haven't seen the film. I know what we did while we were there was fun. I mean, we had a good time, and I think you'll be able to see that in the film. Films always play better if you can really tell that the cast and crew are having a good time, and we did. And there's some batshit crazy stuff, some crazy death scenes that I remember us filming. I don't know what made it to the film. I'm assuming all of it. But yeah, there's some. I know we made a song that I guess did I ad lib that and then you turned it into a song later?
Yeah, like you
Okay.
guys just I don't know how you did it, and I can't believe Mike caught the rhythm of it too.
Yeah.
But Jason just during a scene starts singing like we gonna smoke some pot. Everybody smokes a pot. And
And you did talking to it.
yeah, so what, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, like I was like, man, I think I can make a rap song for this.
And so you did. And I think that speaks to how much fun we had.
Right. Like it was this movie, it was a blast to make. I will say that. It took longer than what we were hoping, but it was a blast. And Jason, the cereal scene.
Is it in it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I wasn't for sure because I
There's
know
a
it tied into things.
there's just a scene
Well, when do
where
you get to see it?
I don't know.
I will send you a link.
John?
Okay.
Well, a question that I have now, and I know he's going to probably get mad at me for even bringing it up, but we haven't brought it up in a long time. So, and since he's here, I'm going to bring it up just this once, just because it fits around kind of the lifestyle that he kind of had back in the day. Lance, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. His dad is Michael, or his dad it was Mike Myers or Michael Myers in the original Halloween 2. So Lance was also the boombox boy in Halloween 2. So for
A
somebody
survivor.
like a survivor, yes. So for somebody, I mean, Lance, do you have any advice or whatever for these guys since you were kind of one of the originals of in that series?
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you're doing Don't Fuck in the Woods 3, let me know. Sounds like it was a riot.
That's all though.
Come up here where there's real woods, hey.
Oh God, no.
Up here we deal with timber wolves and black bears and all kinds of shit in our woods up here, right outside my door.
I don't think we
Now
need all that.
you had said it in the beginning about getting it out to distribution. Does this mean it's been done for a while, and did it do any festival stuff, or were you fortunate to be able to kind of bypass that and shop it more?
We kind of, I'm not gonna lie. This movie, we started filming it in 2021, and then we had issues with filming and scheduling, and then I got sick, and I was sick I'm still technically sick, but I'm doing much better. So I couldn't really like be in the movie, and I was kind of setting everything up at the same time. So like it got to a point where also an actress had dropped out of the film after we filmed like 90% of her stuff. So we had to think of a way to pivot. And
that sucks.
It just hit me all at once, like, oh shit, here's a way to do this. So wrote it up real quick, and we just finished filming this in November. So we hurried up, got it edited, and started submitting to film festivals. It's got about 20 film festivals we're waiting to hear back from between now and October, but at the same point in time, this business, when distribution is an option, take it.
Mhm.
Like for me, the sooner it gets on Tubi, the sooner that we can make money.
Mhm. Nice. And is that because of past contacts, success, credits, that you were able to have that kind of in the door, so to say, that path?
I've got one hell of a sales agent.
Hey.
It's one of those things that I hear horror stories about filmmakers getting ripped off by distribution companies and everything, and like I didn't get into distribution or anything until like 2017. and I had made like 5 films before that. So after hearing these horror stories, one of my producers is like, well, I know this sales agent. And it's like, I know some people are weary about having a sales agent because that's another percentage that takes away from what you get. But with how some distribution companies are, you might not get anything because, well, if they want, they can have creative accounting. But for some reason, when it comes to having a sales agent, they don't.
Yeah, it's
Like
worth it.
I have
Bravo.
with every and I've gone with different distro companies for like every film. I've never went to the same place twice, but I've never not received money,
which is rare,
and
I would say.
right,
Correct.
which
Correct. Sure.
it's one of those things. Like, I don't want to name names, but there's some distro companies that I've worked with to where other filmmakers are like, they've had my film for 8 years and I still haven't seen a dime. So it's like, it sucks. It's not right, but having that sales agent for some reason secures payment.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good on your end.
Yeah,
That's a plus. Sure.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about that too. It's like when it comes to making this movie. I mean, did it cost a lot to make, or did you just kind of go where you could go for free and just kind of just cut your corners the best you could?
We crowdfunded for it and we came up with about $14,000. And then we probably put, well, we did a second fundraiser. I forgot about that. And we got another $6,000 for that. So about $20,000. Which for me, I'm like, that's a lot of money to make a movie on.
Sure.
But for other people, they're like, how did you make a movie on that little
Yeah.
amount of money?
Definitely some people that's shoestring, bottom of the barrel.
Right.
We've always been able to make something with it. You have for sure, not I've been able to as well. So you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Right.
And I think I know being there and seeing the things that you guys did on the film, like I think you definitely spent your money wisely because it definitely was shown on set, which would translate to camera.
Yeah.
Because I know my particular scene, that was pretty. Well, I don't want to say anything, but I
There
did
are
almost
some
chomp with a lighter.
there are some creative kills in it, I will say that. And Jason, well, has seen those kills.
Yeah, yeah.
And I will, man, we used probably, I know this is random, we probably used a total of 10 gallons of blood.
Yeah, that's not random. That's what people want to hear.
Just
Yeah.
between 2 shots. Just between 2 shots. They made this thing. It's a beautiful fucking thing of just horribleness. It's called the Gorgun 5000.
Oh yeah.
And it is literally a shop vac that they've rigged to be almost like a paintball gun, how the paintball holds that's gravity fed, except it's a like 5-gallon jug that attaches to it, and it is just filled with sometimes fake guts and chunks of things, sometimes real stuff. And when they flip that switch and turn it over, all of it's coming out and it's coming right at you.
Oh yeah.
And it took like 3 films, but I finally got hit with the gore gun. And my God.
Yeah,
You're gonna have a beer.
do they know that played the killer, do they know that you were Mr. Buzzkill?
They do now.
I think I read it in the credits or whatever for like
Yeah.
I googled it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I found out because I was curious because I want to know who the bad guy is, but not to give it away, but just to be like, then once I know who it is, like how well did he or she perform?
Yeah.
How well would they do to for me to believe that this person can actually be a bad guy, or whatever.
It's not a spoiler. Is that a spoiler?
No. I don't know. I'm getting used to this.
I mean, do you have yourself casted as it in the opening titles at all?
Yeah.
So
It's just
there you go.
I'm not used to being on that side of the camera and whatnot. So when people talk to me about the film, I always talk about the technical stuff and not the fact that I was the one holding the saw.
And so to me, because I'm not used to seeing you on that side of the screen either. What made you do that? Like, is it something you wanted to do, or like you've always wanted to do? Sorry, I'm asking questions too, but I'm still learning too.
I mean, I wanted to. I think at some point everybody's like, I want to be in a movie, and I had been in other films because nobody else would do those roles. Like, I did a film called Betsy that was retitled to Animal Inside, and it's a werewolf movie. And the security guard ends up like stalking and raping this girl. And I couldn't find anybody to rape this girl. So
Just give me a call. I'm right down the street.
I had to step in. And like,
take one for the team.
It wasn't great by any means. I was super nervous, obviously, because I'm not I don't fancy myself an actor, but Mr.
And those are
Buzzkill. Do what?
Those are difficult scenes to do as well for an actor.
Right.
So.
And like, I didn't write part of it, and it's like it says like the security guard spits on his hand first. And there was like 5 takes. I couldn't spit on my hand. I kept spitting past it. And it just, yeah. So when Mr. Buzzkill came around, I was like, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I was like, oh, wait, there's no fucking lines. I don't have to memorize shit. I just got to show up and be a big ass guy.
And so you did. And then we had a searcher saw killer villain.
Right.
With no safety guard. Wait, did it have a safety guard? Did the Buzzsaw have a safety guard?
It didn't have a safety
guard. That would be
guard.
hilarious, to be honest.
It didn't have a safety guard. We just, for most of the kills, didn't have the blade in.
Yeah, no, I just mean as a comedic thing. It would have been funny if it had the safety guard in it.
How many dead actors are hidden in the woods?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Yeah. There's parts of them over here. There's parts of them over there.
The ones that didn't make it.
You guys,
Right.
I'm getting kicked off. I wish I could hang out longer. I will say I'd always love to be in a movie. The closest thing I've been in radio for over 40 years. I was on the first season of the Osborne show. That's about it. I have to go. Lance, I'm going to get a hold of you here in a few days. Frankie, I'll try to reach out to you when I'm on vacation. I wish I could hang out more, but my wife's got a deadline and I took over her office.
Yeah,
and I feel bad for her.
Anyway.
Okay,
We're almost
you
done.
guys keep up the good work, man. All right.
All right, we'll see you, John. See you in a couple weeks.
All right.
Okay.
Hopefully sooner.
I'll kick him
So,
off here.
Jason, I've got a question for you.
Sure.
How have you been in other films before? How did you get connected with Sean here?
Oh Lord, I've been making independent film for 20 some odd years. Sean, I think Sean might have seen or heard of something that I'd done in the past, and he contacted me for Don't Fuck in the Woods 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what you had seen in the past because I guess I'd still done.
I can
decent
tell
amount.
you.
Oh, can you? Oh no.
It was Dustin Mills contacted me because I did the opening score to Easter Casket.
Y'all, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Bunny Foo Foo song.
Oh, nice.
That's me. But I saw you in that, and I was like, "This guy's fucking great!" Like,
Oh my god, I'm a lunatic in that movie.
right? But like, you were a believable lunatic. Because weren't you like a priest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played.
Anyway, so what the heck?
Yeah, a priest with some secrets. And so he had, and it didn't really work out that first time around, but when the second time came out, we were able to get together and be weird and do some stuff. And I've been being weird on camera and independent film for a long time. Like there's lots of me. I think my ass might be in more films than my face is at this point. I don't know.
Really? Let's. What other movies have you been in?
Good lord, there's
The Bad Man.
Yeah, that's not like a fun one though. That, in the sense of like my ass being on screen. Yeah, I've worked a lot with like Scott Shermer and Brian Williams, Ellie Church. So we did Bad Man, Harvest Lake. I did Buzzkill and Don't Fuck in the Woods with Sean. Lord, what have I done? Over almost 200 films, I think, at this point.
Wow.
I'm a whore, is what I'm saying. I'm a slut for independent film. So
You're an indie whore. Gotcha.
that's right.
That's what it takes.
If somebody will cast me, I'll do it.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're honored to have you guys on the show, and for anybody that wants to learn more or maybe potentially get a copy of your film, how can they do so?
ConceptMediaLLC.com. Concept Media, you can just Google it. It's everywhere. Yeah, we're coming up on our 15th year of making movies, so
Wow.
it's a good time. I can't wait to make more.
Absolutely.
There's some good stuff out there.
I could be on one.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, you can do one with the crew. Renegade Radio, the movie. Oh boy.
I was going to say, maybe we should make Renegade Radio the movie.
Back when I did my shows, I used to have a Screaming Sam show. I had a producer. We were doing this movie called The Spring Break, something about the Spring Break Killer or something like that, where we had naked chicks running around the woods, and I would play like Screaming Sam. Then I played the hillbilly guy who wasn't the killer, but I was always there when incidents happened. It was pretty good. It was called Killer Spring Break Weekend, and I wish that thing would have made it to the end, but it never did. Like all my stuff.
Yeah, see, Sam here used to he did a tribute to Sam Kinison many years ago, and he looked just like him. He's friends with this Kinison family, so yeah, he's a co-founder of Renegade Radio. So
nice. Now, when you say tribute, like, did you do like impressions of Sam, like the
I
street?
did his act. And stuff. I was sponsored by his family, and I had my own internet TV show, radio show down in Florida. And Bill Kinnison, his brother, would be a part of my show every week. You know, we had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that stuff since 1998. I was doing it, but I retired.
Come on, do the scream. Do the scream. Come on.
Like, I'm 47, so I grew up watching like that, Sam and all that.
Well, I retired because I'm 67 and I'm tired.
All right, guys and gals. Well, we appreciate having you guys on, and thanks to my crew as well. Well, next week we'll have Early Times from Sirius Satellite Radio making his return to the show. Other than that, I'm Franky Slawson, and we'll see you guys next week for another great edition of Renegade Radio right here on Facebook.
Let's hear it from Mr. Buzzkill.
That's right. That's right. Don't kill the buzz there. We appreciate you guys. And
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time here on Renegade Radio.
Been heard the legend rides forever on iron horses, the winds of time. He's the road king rider, rev, forever in our hearts. Road king riders. Oh, road king rider, rev, forever in our hearts. sunrise to twilight's whisper. He battled hard, the true road twister. In leather and steel he faced the storm. Leather and steel he faced the storm. A brotherhood bound where legends are born. The road king rider, rep, 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 forever in our hearts.
Through dust and fire, his spirit roams. On endless highways, he calls them home. The open road, his final song. In every mile, his legacy strong.
He's the road king rider, rep, 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 forever in our hearts. Thunder roared and the diesel sang. In the tales of men his name will clang. Found freedom in the open wide field, with a heart of iron and steel as his shield. He's the road king rider, rep, 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 forever in our hearts.
His journeys echo across the stars, a wanderlust soul and a life of scars. In the revving throne, through the setting sun, has just begun.
He's the road king rider, rep, rep, rep,
forever in our hearts.
I've been rolling down this road with my head held high. Nothing's ever gonna break the spirit that won't die. And through the dust and pain, I find a way to shine. Living wild and free, this renegade is mine. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade. I am a renegade, hear the freedom that I made. Chasing dreams with my heart, tearing worlds apart. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade. Every step I take is fire fuel for my soul's desire. With every star I rise, nobody can deny. From the east to the west, I'll take my stand and fight. In this life I chose, I'm gonna own the night. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade. I am a renegade, hear the freedom that I made. Chasing dreams with my heart, tearing worlds apart. I am a renegade, and I'm never gonna fade.
damn son of a bitch! What do you mean one? I'm gonna fall off the fucking thing. Fuck. Just keep running. Son of a bitch! Jesus Christ. Fuck! Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Fuck off!